So we have a quest for answers with Keenenberg. And we're going to call Keenenberg to the west gate. And see what she has to say.
What's the thingy we used to call her?
Let's see.
I think I found it.
The horn.
I got her.
Brumloth's horn.
Brumloth's horn.
I don't know, is that the one?
It's not working.
No.
It's been sitting in my inventory for a while. I don't know what that's for.
No, that's from the Brownlands.
No, it's a whistle.
You can dump that. A whistle?
It's a whistle and it says quest, a quest for answers.
That's right, it's by the gate here. It's on a table, like it's an item to click on.
Oh, I see. There we go. Oh, there it is, yep. The horn. It's not an inventory item.
Oh god, the clones are back.
And here's Keenenberg. They're back! So, Keenenberg says, I hope we will find what we're looking for. Just imagine. I will find Thrym and bring him home. And you will learn how to weaken Ner'zhum. Together we'll save Wildermore. Let us ride along the road for now. You should ride with Keenenberg along the northwest road into the Witch Haws. And now that we've summoned her with the horn that Buzzle found, we'll be able to summon her with a whistle. So. Have you got a Keenenberg, Zara?
What?
Have you got a
Yes, I
Keenenberg?
have one. I believe I do.
Very good. Yep.
I have to
Okay.
talk to her at the crossroads, yes?
Yep. So we're all on the same step.
And I have a whistle.
While you were away last week, we ran through some areas that we hadn't explored yet. We didn't do any questing at all, but we killed a couple warbands and got a couple stable masters and points of interest that you'll get probably today as we go forward and around. So, but we didn't advance any questing at all. So here we are at the crossroads, and she says, "Strange. Let us pause here. Something is not right." And we will talk to her.
I'm afraid of what is
She.
happening
Oh, the
to
clones
these lands.
vanished. They 5 into 1. She formed Voltron. And she says the lands here have been violated by some power. Perhaps you should perhaps you should begin your search for the artifact near here.
These are
friends.
desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Okay. Strange sights on the horizon is the follow-up. I see signs of Ner'zhum. He was here. I know it. Do you see the great spires of ice to the north and south? So if you look to the north and south, you will see them. One is kind of to the southwest, and then one is almost due north. Big spires of ice. Perhaps this mysterious artifact we seek can be found at one of those icy protrusions on the horizon. Will you scout them while I ride to Dunfast? I worry for the people of that town. Search the strange spire to the north.
I'm on follow because I need to go get something, a sweatshirt or something. I'm cold.
Okay, let me turn the air. I had it down because I had gotten sweaty walking the dog. I'll turn it back up. You can also get some warm. Pardon us, folks. Just a few seconds.
So what's going on in your life, James?
Not much. Just quiet after all that travel that I had in August.
Anybody playing anything new and fun? Or old and fun?
Not really.
Pickleball, but I don't think that's what you mean.
Oh no, that counts. That's gaming. That's gaming that's good for the body, mind, and spirit. Yeah. How is that going? Is the group... You said there was a question about whether the group was going to continue to meet or something, but it sounds like it's picking up.
Yep, we all got our act
Dawn's
together.
taking charge.
It's very
Yeah.
cool. Not really.
You boss 'em. Boss them like a raid group,
make
girl.
I make up the play schedule, so. But it's truly a group effort because we have to clean the courts, and we 3 of us have nets, and we need to set them up, and everybody's pitching in. It's pretty cool.
That is very cool, actually.
Yeah, it's a nice group of people. There's one woman who's just really kind of funny because if you call like a ball out that she hit, it doesn't matter how far out it is, she'll argue the point.
That's like the guy who never fouls at the gym when you're playing pickup basketball.
Yep, yep. It just don't get, I mean, it's probably from not being in sports growing up. They just don't get the respect the call.
Yeah, right.
We left Soph standing at the crossroads.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought she was on
How
follow.
rude.
No, you didn't.
Oh wait, that's Keenenberg. Sorry, I had zoomed way out and there was still a horse standing there.
Ha! So I went on foot to explore. Let's see. It's a big spire of ice. I mean, look at that thing.
Large spire of ice.
Yep, big spike.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're on your war steed, it'll let you zoom out even further and you can get an idea of the scale of it. If you're able to render at max zoom. When you get close, there's a deed. Discover the northern ice spires. And it says, this place is clutched in the grips of a particularly violent, lingering winter. There's also a quest available, so if you're standing where Boz is, you should have a quest, a violent slice of winter. You've come upon a great spire of ice and snow, and the chill in this spot cuts to your very bones. Uneasiness settles in as you stand in this place blinded by snow. You should look to the
Also
north,
got a
south,
warband.
east, and west of this site for any signs of what you've encountered here at a warband. And that's Gimtog will go mess his face up. He's a solo warband. He's going to die really fast. So follow Boz. And
Wasn't that a
there's
Bananarama
Gimtog.
song? A violent slice of winter.
Gimtog?
Yeah, also Gimtog.
Actually, you're thinking
So-
of the Bangles, but yes.
Was it the Bangles?
Easily confused.
It's Hazy Shade of Winter, and it's by the Bangles.
Isn't that a cover, though?
I think that's basically what
I
he
don't
said,
think
right?
Bananarama did it.
That's what
Not
I
every
heard.
syllable.
Okay, by the way, before we go further, there's 5 of us here, so let's roll off on a lotto.
Sure.
72 says the dwarf dice.
Beat that.
I did.
did.
I did. No, I don't want to win again. Come on, somebody beat me. Come on, Bustle. What? Are you serious?
Not even
Okay.
close.
Okay, well, that's how it goes. Let's see, I got soldier summonings. That's the best.
Oh, yay.
I'm throwing those away now. And silver tokens of the Rittermark. That was a loot box. And it was. Okay, so now we need to go to these different spots, north, south, east, and west of the spire.
This is not a good place to look. Thanks.
Yeah, I guess we're close to it.
Giving us a quest.
Yeah, I got this is not a good place to look. Oh, okay, so maybe this is a good place to look. This is a good spot to look northward.
This is a
So we have
good
to click-
spot.
It is a good spot. That other spot, like 10 feet away, is a terrible spot where you are, but this is a good spot. The waters of the Isingmere are clear, and you see no sign of any artifact. Kate, is that what you were thinking of, the Isingmere? When you were talking about the Isinglass earlier?
Yes, maybe.
So yeah, you might have a daily hunt that popped, if that's the quest you're thinking of, G.
Yep.
And that's a daily, and yes, we will do it. We get it by killing enough of these warg riders. That's unrelated to our quest, but it is fun to do, and it gives XP and rep, so why not?
I feel bad killing the moose though.
Tasty.
Sky's pretty.
Plus, oh, this is a
It
good
is.
spot to look westward. Yep. Norzim's footprints lead away to the northwest, deeper into the Witchshaws, toward Dunfast. Ominous. Okay, and we're gonna go east. Going east. Hey, this is a good spot to look eastward. Wherever Norzum has decided to go, he has left Forlaw alone for now. Let's see Forlaw from up there, the meat hall.
Lorne Settle.
Morn settle. So if you should just have one left, go south and look for signs.
Yep.
Hey, a good spot to look southward. Wolves from distant lands now prowl the frozen lands to the south. And a violent slice of winter will advance. You've looked all around the ice spire for signs of what might have made it appear, and spied Norzum's footprints, heading westward. What is clear, while it is clear that Norzum left this strange mark upon the land, you saw no sign of any artifact or relic. So picking up our story from a few weeks ago, we had overheard Norzum talking about an artifact that he had. Try to figure out what that is. Meantime, we're working on a daily hunt, and then we're going to go to the village of Dunfast.
I kind of like that ice effect.
Yeah.
Let's see if
So
there's
some of
another
us
game I'll
may.
play that.
Hmm?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we need to kill a few more of these for daily hunt. I think so. Gald, it's gonna be on your count, I think, because we had this unfinished from last week.
I've
You were
only
saying?
got 5.
Okay, let's kill some more.
I think I played a different game that had this kind of screen effect, but I can't recall what it was.
That is... If we go near a hunter campfire... Are these ones counting?
Yep, I've got 9.
And Bustle's on
Okay.
number 10, so turn south. And that I hope that counted.
Yep, done.
Right. We're going to go southwest toward the village of Dunfast.
I hear the food's good there.
Yeah, the food's good in Dunfast? What makes you say so?
'Cause it's
Well,
done fast.
They're
Very
done
quickly.
fasting.
It's the original fast food.
The Rohirrim invented fast food in Dunfast. Or...
They weren't very good at marketing.
The air is very still, and Dunfast seems unnaturally quiet. Let's dismount. And talk to Gleowen.
Keenenberg is here too.
So,
So maybe we want to investigate the
I
spire.
think... Yeah, let's investigate the spire before we do this. We need to investigate the spire to the south, so... I don't know. Yeah, let's do that first. Keep everything synced up story-wise. So we're going southeast.
oh, I'm not on my horse.
Wait, and so...
Sorry. It's like, why isn't it speeding up? Because I left the horse behind. Yeah. So, funny thing, remember that day you told me to follow the epic quest, and I did, and I went the wrong way, and ended up
You're
in
a little ahead.
Albuquerque?
Yep.
I am.
Yeah, we knew that. That's
Okay.
I knew that happened. I was anticipating
Okay.
that today. Yeah. It won't affect anything. You'll
No.
You'll be synced with us soon enough, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Let's go on foot from here. Ooh, it's very cold.
God, I hate that noise.
Brings
The
back
sound of
nightmares.
cold.
Yes. It's the sound of ice.
Discovered the southern ice spires. A dead horse lies at the spire. You should examine it.
It might have Luke Skywalker in it.
It might smell bad, kid. It'll keep you warm until I can get the shelter built.
I thought it smelled bad on the outside.
An unfulfilled errand and an unused lightsaber. This horse was not lucky enough to survive his encounter with Ner'zhum, but his rider is not with him. What errand could have tempted a horse and rider to brave the frozen wilds in such a dangerous time? You should search for the rider and find out what became of his errand. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Well, and we have 2 options. Yeah, we're going to search for the rider who's much closer by, I think. Dwarf sense tingling. Yep. Our scout has found a smashed boulder. And what of it? Ner'zhum surely did this, likely throwing rocks at the fleeing rider. Yeah, it's some snow built up behind it. The snow is banked behind the impact from the boulder. Yeah, makes sense. And what of this one? Another rock was thrown, but no sign of the rider can be found here.
Any legs?
Another boulder, and nearby a man sprawled in the snow.
Blood though.
bloodstain. You found the rider and he's dead. Another life taken by Nerzum. And the messenger has a missive on this floor nearby. Take that. Read the message. Warning for Dunfast. Summons immediate evacuation to Forlaw. The Reeve summons all people of Wildermore to evacuate to Forlaw at once. You're in danger. The forces of Isengard storm the land and a fell winter is upon us. You're no longer safe. Make haste and beware of the armies of Isengard and of winter storms. Garwig, Thane of Forlaw, Reeve of Wildermore. And an unfulfilled errand is the quest. Garwig's decree never reached Dunfast or the towns beyond. Keenberg will wish to hear of this dire turn of events. And we have another strange sight on the horizon. Not far from here. Ooh, multiple quests. Discovered the western ice spires. The winter weather here is especially cruel, and ice shards pierce the earth like shining knives. Nerzum's shadows. There's one of two quests. Orcs have settled near this ice spire where Nerzum once rested, letting their guard down as they huddled in the shelter of his icy shadow. Defeat orcs here. And an unguarded enemy. Destroy orc tents and bonfires. Isengard's forces have begun letting down their guard in the shadow of Nerzum's presence. Guarded by the ice left in his wake, the orcs have built fires and tents. Let us destroy them.
Can do.
I can wreck things.
I'm confident of this. Douse the bonfires, burn the tents, kill orcs. You've defeated a number of Isengard's forces, settled into the shadow of Nerzum's presence. Wildermore is not yet safe, but the orcs are not to call it home while its people still live.
The snow effect is really disorienting.
Yes.
It is.
Kind of like the real thing, ain't it grand?
Unguarded enemy. You've torn down the comforts of the unguarded orcs, settling in Nerzum's shadow. No orc will settle openly in Wildermore while its people still inhabit these lands.
Damn Skippy.
Find
I need one
Keenberg
more
at
tent.
Dunfast. And you need one more tent. Yep, it's a little disorienting,
I
so
see
let's
it.
find that for you. Good.
I've got it.
Very good.
I don't believe you, Harufi-Roo.
Gesundheit?
The dog's behind me, squeaking her toys and
Oh.
going, Haru!
Alright, let's mount up. And now we are definitely, unquestionably headed toward Dunfast.
Oh.
I got a moose burger with my name on it waiting.
With barbecue sauce. Smoky with rosemary and blackstrap molasses. Little cayenne pepper.
Doesn't cayenne pepper make everything better?
Yes.
Oh, I found a flower.
Oh, you did? You found
Yes,
a
I did.
flower? That's amazing.
Yes.
How did you
I
do
kind of
that?
stumbled over it, but come
That-
find it.
That I would not have bet that. Wild iris.
I found it.
Also
That's
a deed
super awesome.
for the
Yeah.
hut here.
Yeah.
Oh, a deed for the hut. Yeah, found a hut.
This is what happens when I get lost.
This is the deed.
Wonderful things
Isolation.
happen when you get lost.
Yeah.
In the Witchaw as it is. Find the hut in the north, the hut in the woods, and the hut on the plains. Okay.
Hut, hut,
Right.
hut.
Hut,
Right.
hut, hut.
Thank you, Sophie.
No problem. Just kind of stumbled into it.
It's all that practice finding the flowers in the old forest.
Oh. That still gives me headaches.
Here's Gleowen.
AFK a second.
Yes, sir. No problem. I will take that moment to bio myself, but only briefly.
I'm back.
WB.
Did everybody take a break?
Nick said he was going. Dawn and I are here. I don't know what Kate.
I'm back. Kate's getting coffee.
Oh, coffee.
Coffee! Mordor. Yeah, that's good, but since we're nowhere near 105, I don't feel I need to spend LP on it right now. But it'll come down more. Yeah, do you have a character you're planning on taking through it?
I'm sorry, what?
'Cause I don't have one even close. Oh, the Mordor expansion. You said you grabbed it on sale. I don't have a character that's anywhere near it, really.
Me either. I just grabbed it to grab it.
I'm back.
What else am I
Yeah.
gonna use the points for at this point? Yeah.
Hey, Kate.
I mean, we're probably a solid year before we get there, right?
No, more.
Oh, longer.
2, 3, if that.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's probably going to come on sale significantly more.
Yep, that's the idea. Okay, we're all back, and welcome back. And Glaowen says, Dunfast was never a large village, but there were always people about. What has happened here? I see no signs of battle. Where are the people? We should search the village. Let me know when you all are ready. And the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, we'll count Keenberg 4. The 9 of us will explore Dunfast together.
We will go together
But
to
it's solo, so
investigate.
it'll only be the one of us.
Oh, nope. Now, Breakfellow. We'll go together to investigate Dunfast. What has happened here?
I was born in Dunfast many years ago. What has happened to the village I remember?
What interlude are you in?
We're not in an interlude. We're
Oh,
talking
okay.
to Glaowen.
Okay, I'm ahead of you guys on that. I'm just gonna hang here.
Yep.
Have a smoke with Glaowen. Chat.
From here, Dunfast looks much as I remember it, but where are all the people? Let us walk into the village and see if anyone remains who can tell us what happened. When I left Dunfast, I was a young man. So much of my life was ahead of me. Look, over here. Someone disturbed these sacks. Do you see anyone? I think we are alone. I am not so certain, Horn. I feel as if we're being watched.
Ah, the oven mitts.
Gordon says. Yep. Gordon's oven mitts. I feel eyes on us, but I cannot tell if they be hostile or friendly eyes. Stay on your guard.
Oddly, the mail service still works.
This is the house of my childhood. What have you found, Horn? Ah, what have we here? Is it always this size? It seemed much larger to me then. What was Horn found? I think I found the location of our mysterious watcher. There's someone hiding in the bush. Be ready for anything, and I will seize this person before he can pose a threat. Be ready. I'm going to frighten our watcher out of hiding. Careful, Horn. It might be an orc. That would be a small orc indeed, to fit inside that bush. I am ready for anything. A shrew! Could you give me a
Gotta
hand?
say, I did not see that coming.
Thank you, friend. It's better to be safe and bruise one's dignity a small amount than to be surprised by some dangerous foe, is it not? This time it was a shrew. Next time it might be a hidden enemy. Perhaps Gordon can flush the next watcher out of hiding, and I'll be the one laughing.
How'd they know I was laughing?
You sense someone staring at the four of you. They want to turn to the northeast. And it's Nona. Nona stares at you with haunted eyes, a look of surprise on her face. Nona, you came back. You must have tracked us for many days to find us in Wildermore. I did not, Horn. I did not look for you. What? I did not know you would be in this village. I came here for supplies. We have enough to spare. I cannot travel with you again, Horn. Why do you say that? There is a city to the north. I found people there, dying in the snow. I brought them safely to a cave in the mountains. They are still too weak to survive on their own. I came to this village to steal food and supplies for them. I cannot adventure with you any longer. When they are stronger, I will promise nothing. Horn, I am sorry. Nona, it is good to see you again. How can we help the people in your care? I have been looking for root vegetables like the ones of Dunland. You all know of them. They have curative properties. I need to get back. Nona, you left your brother's sword with me. Let me return it. It desires to be with you, I know it. Horn! Please, keep it. I am Wadu's ghost no longer. To Glaowen. That is the woman who has taken Horn's heart from him. He has spoken of her a great deal to me since we've been journeying together, but not once did he mention she was a Dunlanding tribeswoman. And she came to this town, the town of my childhood, seeking to steal its goods and provisions. Glaowen shakes his head. Ah, I remember what it was like to be young, when blood and passions flared in springtime. I'm not fit to judge them. If Horn misses her so, I hope she will reconsider a dismissal of him. And Corydon, one look at Nona's face told me she had not been prepared to see Horn in Dunfast. She has not yet resolved her feelings for him. Caring for the injured folk she mentioned may have caused her to delay in resolving her thoughts, or perhaps it is so difficult a riddle she needs more time to untangle the solution, even without the distraction of responsibility. Horn may appear inconsolable, but he needs not despair. I have not given up on our Dunlanding firebrand, and neither should he. How do you like my mitts, by the way?
They look soft.
And Horn.
Like marshmallows.
They're toastable. I don't understand, Bozador, and you others. It has been days since I last beheld Nona, and my affection for her has only grown since that time. The fondness she felt for me before we came to Aerworth, has it gone? Did I imagine it? I cannot have. Horn is greatly distressed, but you have no easy words of comfort. I do not know what to think, friends. That reunion did not proceed as I might have wished. Travel now.
Oh, Glaowen found a map.
Yep, I think we're going to do Glaowen's map next, but first we'll
You
speak
must
to
think
Horn
me a
again.
fool. You are kind not to say, Sam.
This is not how I imagined this day. I thought Nona would come back into my life, and all would be as I'd wished it to be. But this is not what I wanted. I am more confused now than ever. This is not how love works in the songs. It feels as if the unnatural winter that grips this land has cooled Nona's heart as well.
Nona said she shelters in a cave, but we must not go there immediately.
And this is Book 10, Chapter 8, Drifting Snows. Nona said she has sheltered some refugees in a cave in the mountains of the High Knolls, but we cannot go there immediately. I do not need to ask Corydon to know such a reunion as soon as this, after first meeting, would spell disaster. Horn puts his hand to his temple, but he cannot mask the weariness on his face. All that has happened to us in Wildermore is a muddle. Only this encounter with Nona has any clarity in my memory. How can such a pain of the heart fill me with both delight and sadness? Corydon has something to say about it. Horn may be at a loss, but I know what must be done. We must do what we can about the White Hand presence in the Witchhaws. This will aid Nona, it will aid us, and it will aid any of the people of Dunfast that may still live.
We must do what
It will
we
even
can
aid
in the
Horn.
Witchhaws. That
He needs
will
to
help
keep
everyone.
himself busy, or he will dwell upon losing Nona for a second time. He may dwell on it anyway. But if we can channel that energy to a good purpose, there may have been some benefit in seeing her again this early. Corydon idly toys with the string of his bow for a moment, then speaks up again. Those root vegetables Nona mentioned, the ones that grow at the base of trees. I think you should collect some of them, if you see any. It is just a thought, but it may save us some time tomorrow, if we collect them today. re-invite. And here's Keenberg. Did you find anything noteworthy? Tell me everything. But I have news for you as well. Dunfast is empty. And there's a quest called Empty. Here we are, and here is Dunfast, but where is everyone?
These are
Let us have a look around.
for the
I can
Rohirrim.
see no sign of, well, anything. We're going to explore Dunfast, and I don't want to forget that we have Glawen's map as well. So, why don't we do the map first? This may take us back to a session play again. But that's okay. Haven't we done both of these?
I think so. Yeah, we did Ceradon.
Yeah. Yeah, we did Ceradon. So there, I guess a third one will appear at some point, but I only have 2 at the moment. 1 and 2. You're muted, by the way. So we're just going to search around.
Sorry.
Yeah, we've done them. You were here. We didn't do any last week.
Okay, that's fine.
The quiet is oppressive here, as if not a breath stirs for leagues. Need to look around.
Except us.
So I guess we need to go maybe inside these buildings. Yep, let's go inside.
Mailbox
together.
works.
I'll take turns.
The occupants of this shelter left no trace of their whereabouts. Go across the way here. Oh, yeah, we can go where Galt went. It's fine.
I'm having a hard time navigating.
Crumpled clothing. It's clear that supplies were gathered before this shelter was abandoned. Okay.
Well, that's a good sign.
Let's go across right here. This home is colder and draftier than the others. There's a little ice spike
Snow's
there.
blown in.
Yeah. Let's go in here. The barn is empty. Even the horses are gone. Yep, no evidence.
That's also a good sign.
We'll go with that. We're gonna go with that. So if it's a broken lock over this way.
We didn't go in this one.
She's all optimistic because she found a flower.
Then why not? Click the
Who could
broken
blame her?
lock. This lock has been broken right off this door as if the entry was forced. Let's go inside.
That's not a good sign.
Apparently a violent scuffle broke out in this home. If you come over here. And take a look at your quest called Empty. I'm at 6 out of 8.
Yep.
I'm only at 5.
You see any rings when you come out that door? Are there any rings on any of these buildings?
There's something
Oh,
in here.
come in here. There's a spilled drink. Hang on, Soph, you need to come into this one.
Know where you are.
Oh, that makes 2 of us. Here, turn around. come into this one. There's a spilt drink. A mess was left here as if belongings were hastily gathered. Zara, did you find one that you missed?
No, I still am at the 6 of 8. Am I the only one?
It's on us.
Well, that's 8. That's the 8th one over there. But Zara's one behind. So get that one, and then we'll try to find what your last one is.
Did you click on the lock? Because I think the lock counted as one of the 8.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think I did not click on the lock.
Well, come back and do that once you're outside that building. So now you're 7
How do
or 8.
you know that, James? Like you have some sort of...
Because he's awesome.
Well, because it wasn't clear to me either that the lock was one of them, but I remember now that it ticked up the number count when I did it.
I'm all set. Thank you.
So I'm going to the last one, which I think is over here.
Oh, and then I got
Drop
ahead.
satchel. Yep, you got ahead by one. That's okay.
I'm a nightmare.
Ah, you're fine.
It's just chaos,
Dude,
anarchy all the
He
time.
cat herds me.
Yep.
You're
Yeah.
cake.
Soph, did you find this? Have you done this
Yeah,
quest?
I did.
Yep.
I did the satchel thing in there. I'm actually with you guys on this one. Well, now I'm ahead, but you know.
So now we'll return to Keenenberg.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Interesting. There are no signs of the enemy in town, but something scared these people off. I would like to know more.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Another strange landmark. I suspect that Narzum and his forces were behind this, but I do not think he's still here, for the weather holds steady. Dunfast has no thane, no lords, no nobles, no great warriors to draw the enemy. Yet something happened here. Our search for the people has been in vain thus far, but perhaps we can learn more of what happened to them. And an opportune ambush is also available. You sense that unfriendly eyes watch you from nearby, hidden from your sight. So we have a few quests now to try that are all right in this area. So, hunters, can you please track us humanoids? Because there's going to be some stealthy, I think, orcs, probably,
I
that
don't
are
have that other quest that you just said.
around here.
It's not shareable.
I don't know why.
Just walk around a bit.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, myself and Bose will have it. Yeah, just take a few steps, maybe. Back into town, see if it pops. A couple of you got it.
It did pop.
Sophie, come back here.
Okay, I have my target on one of those Dunfast spies. The spy guys.
That's good, but you'll need the quest before to make it. So come back into town.
An opportune ambush.
There it went. Yep, there it went.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really
Where
helpful.
Sophie's standing, for some reason it pops. What?
The tracking.
Oh yeah.
That's nice, isn't it? So we'll kill these together and make sure everybody gets credit.
Wait.
And I think Zara's on the other side of town,
there she
about
is.
40 meters away.
The thing about that is, Zara should get the next one, and we can just keep alternating so that we're never
Yep.
on anybody's cooldown.
Yep. So Zara, can you use your tracking? Can you track humanoids
Which
and track
tracker?
goblins?
It's Passage of Foes.
Thank you.
And I'm looking for what?
Dunfast
Oh, the spy.
spies.
Okay.
Yep,
Because
because they're sneaky guys.
Thank you very much.
This or way. Oh, you can see it?
Yeah, it shows up as a
Yes.
Once,
tick
yep,
on map.
As a red dot on the minimap.
yep. Once you guys track it, we can see
And
it too.
I'll get the next one.
I didn't know it hit on yours as well.
That's one of the perks of being a hunter.
And Sophie's got one that we're tracking to the north. We also got some wolves. Dunfast spy and Bustle. You can knock him out. Already done so. Yep, take him out. We'll get credit. There we go. An opportune ambush. You've driven away the spying goblins encircling Dunfast with the help of 2 awesome hunters. They were waiting to raise the alarm if the people had dared return. The spies, not the hunters. You understand me. Okay, and we're going to search the outskirts of Dunfast for signs of the enemy, which I think might be the spire that we found right here. There's also root vegetables. So let's get these root vegetables. Somebody check and see if they're selfish. They're not. Everybody dig them up. Root vegetables. Let's try not to miss any because it's getting all disorienting and snowy around here. That should be 2. And here's the ice spires at Dunfast. Come to here, another strange landmark to mark Nurzum's prolonged presence. So is everybody, this one's pretty picky. Come right to me and make sure, let's see, make sure everybody has this. Yep, everybody's good. Another strange landmark. So more root vegetables and a smash boulder. This should be 3 and 4 for root vegetables.
There's an uprooted tree over here.
Smash boulder. Resume through great boulders as a child would toss a ball. Everybody come over to Boz for a minute before we do the tree, because I want to get this number 4 root vegetable here. Cool, now we'll go back to the tree. Nurzum looks to have pulled up strong old trees by their roots, for no other reason but love of chaos. So here's more root vegetables, follow Boz to the south. That's 5, 6, and here's 7, 8. And everybody should be done with the root veggies.
That was odd.
And then we've got Smash Boulder.
I was looking at 7 and 8, and then it disappeared. Alright, I got it.
Huh. And resume through great boulders again. And then another smashed tree. Okay, and then we need to defeat orcs in the Witchaws. So let's just go north to where there's orcs. On foot. We go on foot. Another spy. Get him. Hold our position.
Well, he called for help. I wonder if it brings more in.
I don't know.
I can't tell if the sun rose or if the snow got heavier.
I think this might be... We found Iathet's hideaway, so...
You can go in, it said.
I think that's the hut in the woods.
Hey, there's a dude in here.
Oh, let's go inside.
I don't know if he
Dude
has
has
anything
nothing to say to us. He's just shivering.
Well, it's cold.
I think he'd light his fire.
You'd think we need a couple more orcs. And kill a couple more. Okay, so it's looking. Is everybody done? Bring root vegetables to Corridon outside Dunfast. That's where we should be. And Soph still a little ahead on that. Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Jeez.
I did what you told me.
You did. Alright, we are riding
You should
southeast.
enjoy that moment. It doesn't happen often.
Back to Dunfast.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Narzim takes delight in chaos and despair. He came here not to hunt these people, but to terrify them. He snapped trees and crushed stone, and laughed at the helpless peoples of Dunfast when they fled. At least I hope that is how it happened. I believe they're alive somewhere.
I am afraid of what is happening to these
A
lands.
search for survivors. I will tell you what I think. The people of Dunfast saw Narzim's violence and fled the cold outside of town, and they ran, probably into the woods. We should find them at once. It is likely that they need our help, for it seems they did not have enough time to prepare. Let us both begin searching. If you see any signs of them, give a whistle, and I will join you. Search the
Aye, aye,
southwestern
Kingbird.
woods for signs of the refugees. Let's also return these root vegetables to Corridon.
I think Horn is feeling better. Nothing cures an aching heart like hard work.
I'm glad we were able to do some good here in the Witch Halls. I think Horn is feeling better as well. There's no cure for an aching heart quite like hard work. Speak to him and see if I am right.
I know what we need to do.
I know what we need to do. We need to go to the cave of which Nona spoke, and help her provide for the refugees she mentioned. First, we should gather the root vegetables she needs. Do you remember? She said that... What? Why are you looking at me like that? Horn trails off, following your gaze to the pile of root vegetables at Corridon's feet. Then he bursts out laughing. Oh, wonderful. You will remain 2 or 3 steps ahead of this humble minstrel, and I have no excuse but the foggy shroud of love to explain my predictability. You have my thanks, my thoughtful friends, as you always have done.
Nona told us the survivors in her care came from the city.
So we
of
unlocked
Tor.
the 3rd interlude, which we will now do, and then I'll read Book 10, Chapter 9, A Song for Beer Tour. So let's do the, Sophie Loves Mambo. Let's do Glaowen's map, and now we have interlude number 3, the Ox and the Dragon. Your eye is drawn across the map beyond the borders of Rohan. It comes to rest upon the rocky hills of Dunland. You wonder what the cat is doing, why she's crying out like that, and what has become of Radnir and the great company since you left them. And the Ox and the Dragon will take you into session play. If you remember, we left the Grey Company still entangled with the Falcon clan, those treacherous Dunlandings, and we're looking back at what might be happening to them while we're here in the snows of Wildermore.
While my screen is loading, I'm grabbing the dog.
Meanwhile, Rodinir of the Dunedain brings tidings of Lou
Where's-
Brennan's
there's a
betrayal
Prue.
to the Utluth in Enetwine.
Hey, Lovey.
So we find ourselves body of a ranger again. We are Rodinir this time, talking to Serdon. Another day of our journey nears its end, Rodinir. Let us see if the Ukluth, the Ox clan, will consent to stabling us for the night. We have tidings from the south to give to Glyn Brennan as well. Do you remember how highly he spoke of Lew Brennan, the Falcon clan? The news that his southern neighbors have thrown in with Saruman did not please him. I will see to the horses, while you meet with the Brennan. And Radanir, try not to jest. Let's move ahead into Lonuk. You return after your days, Ranger. Where's the rest of your company? Wanderer from afar, welcome again to Lonuk. I think the wizard is done sending words. He will send blades and death next. So the villagers talking as we walk up the way. So make your way up the steps. The Akluth are the bravest of the clans of Enedwaith and Dunland. And we're going to go see Glyn Brennan at the main lodge. This is a long day of work. Our rest was well earned. Radanir, wanderer from afar, you return to Launuk, but without the rest of your company. Glyn Brennan's open face grows cloudy and troubled as you speak of the Grey Company's betrayal by Lew Brennan and the Falcon clan. Alas for your fallen, and for the hopes of my people, Radanir. If Lew Brennan has succumbed to the whispered promises of Saruman, how can we hope to persevere against him? Glyn Brennan snorts. Lew was not as strong as I believed, Radanir. That must now be the truth. His weakness, buried deeply, has emerged and betrayed us all. You remember Anirin, the Falcon clan messenger your brave friend rescued from Lythogo. His leg is nearly healed, and he was soon to return to Tur Morva. Find him down the hill away, and tell him of his people's treachery. Watch him closely. If he knew the heart of his Brennan was rotted, he must be made to pay for his deceit. And we're going way back to our 65 cap now, tying up some loose ends of matters that happened between the Dunlandings here and the Rangers. So we're going to go see Anirin. He's down the ways and to the right. The Rangers have returned. What can you tell me of my home? Did you not travel to Tur Morva in Talmeth Idris? Anirin's face falls as you describe the Falcon clan's betrayal of the Grey Company, and despite your natural skepticism, Anirin's reaction seems genuine. What of my family? Do you have any news of them? My beloved is named Winda, and she is no warrior. Is she in danger? And my mother, Seren, is aged, and would not know to still her tongue if she were put in a precarious position. What can you tell me of my family, Ranger? Speak! What was that noise? Something is happening, Ranger, by the gate. Follow me.
I'm still looking for Anirin.
Okay, we will,
You guys go ahead.
if you follow the, you might be too far down. Have you talked to Lew Brennan?
I did. Let me go back to Lew Brennan.
Yep. Make your way, but what would be back down toward the gate, and after just a building or two, you should see Anirin kind of over by the fence on the right. And look to your right, look to your right, look to your right, look to your right. There he is.
Got him.
He's going to say words and then follow him to Suvok at the west gate, and that's we have not advanced past that.
By the gate. Follow me.
Yep, and we remember that Suvok is the father of Nona. And you are there. Not now, Ranger. There are rude ones outside this gate that need a lesson in manners. You're not welcome here, worm spawn. What brings you crawling to Lunuk on your bellies? I speak for the Dragon Clan. Any of the Ukluth who lay down their weapons will be spared. All others will be slain. Dunlanding cannot fight Dunlanding. This evil cannot be allowed. Dragon Clan, You have the look of a falcon about you, but you sound like a weeping woman. The dragon and the falcon are allies today. Help us slay these oxen, and you will have a share of the treasure. Let's see what Annarin has to say to that. This man says the Falcon clan and the Dragon clan are now allies. If this is true, then my decision is made easy. In truth, it is no decision at all. And it seems Annarin is fighting with us. And you have only 4 abilities. You can set guys on fire with your number 2, which is kind of fun. So I'll wait until everybody's done fighting.
Done.
A man must follow the voice of his heart to know true goodness, and I have done so. The ranger, go and protect the Brennan. So we're going to run up to the top, and you can follow the little white sort of driftwood steps to follow the to find the Brennan up at the top. And the Brennan, it looks like, has slain a Wyrm and its rider. The Dragon clan are not alone, Radanir. Is everybody there? Everybody found him? Zara, you good?
Good.
They brought the worms they worship down from the mountains with them, and they're loose in the village. Help my people drive them away, Ranger. So let's go find the worms. It looks like they might be, yep, they're marked by rings on your map. And fight them one at a time. The worm hisses at its trapped victims and lumbers in for a meal. You have to get its attention. Over here, worm. Over here. Let me get a look at that ugly visage of yours. See if I can work any improvements. As the worm closes for battle, you wonder if you could have fashioned a better battle cry.
Radnir.
Oh, he's always a silly one, Radnir.
I like Radnir.
So there's another worm down below, and we'll kill that one next. This worm has not noticed your approach, though it pains you to attack unaccompanied by a shout born of your sharp wit. You do so anyway. There'll be time enough and worms enough in Lanark for you to think of something clever in the meantime. Oh, Rodnir. Curse the Dragon clan! And killed the second worm. Let's head down to the third worm. The worm snaps its fangs together as it menaces its prey. Oh, what is that horrible stench? Is that you, worm? It is. It's a wonder your creatures are even able to breed.
It's a burn.
Yeah. I'm the insult master. You dumb. Your mama says you're dumb. I nearly had it, Ranger, but I'm grateful all the same. And then we will see Sardon has slain some foes as well at the front gate. I think that is all of them, Radnir. Did I hear you shouting something about the worm smelling foul? It sounded like you, friend. He grimaces. When the fighting started, the horses bolted, and the wagon rolled down the hill. You should let me find the horses, and tether one of them to the wagon, and then I think you should take the other horse and return to Halbarad. He raises a hand to still your protest. I can drive the wagon north by myself. You're of more use in a fight than I am. And if the Falcon Clan and the Dragon Clan have joined together, as it seems they have, Halbarad will have need of strong fighters. You may continue north with me if you desire, but I think you should return to Halbarad and tell him what happened here. This should be goodbye, my friend, for now. And that is the interlude, the Ox and the Dragon. Saradon returns north with his fallen brothers, and Rodonir reports back to Halbarad. The main bulk of the Rangers, you may recall, are traveling to meet with Aragorn under his banner somewhere in Gondor. And that is where we are. And I crashed. Yay! Get my client back up and I'll be back in a moment.
I hate that it resets planter all the time.
I don't know what she was doing, but she's sleeping now.
Being a dog.
Yeah.
I was bummed that Shank was co-op local only, by the way. Sorry about that. I should have checked closer.
What?
Oh, there's a cool fighting game that I wanted to play with James, but I thought it was online co-op, but it's only local co-op.
Oh, local co-op. That's too bad.
Looked like kind of a modern update to the old Double Dragon games that I played in the arcade back in the day. But
Yeah, it sucks when they have achievements based on multiplayer like that.
I don't mind if it's online and you can find a buddy, but co-op, local co-op is, I don't know. I don't know anybody locally that I'd plug another controller into my computer and be like, hey, let's do this. And I'm almost back in. Thank you for your patience. That seems to be when my client wants to crash lately, is after session plays. You back, Zara?
Nona told us the
I am
survivors
sorry.
in her care came from the city
Cool.
of Bir Tor.
Daydream.
So you... Oh, you're fine. So you'll find, and don't open it now because it'll clog up your inventory, but you will have a Dunedain workman's outfit gift box. And if you like cosmetics, you can take that back when you're in your vault and open it up when you have some inventory space, because I think it's probably 5 or 6 items. And
It is.
it's a complete set, because Soph already opened it and found out that her inventory is clogged. So, anyway, that's a nice cosmetic set for getting further into the epic. So let's talk to Horn.
Nona told us the survivors in her care came from the city of Bir Tor.
This is Book 10, Chapter 9, A Song for Bir Tor. According to Glewin's map, Bir Tor is north of here, along the road, amid the high knolls of Wildermore. My master has also expressed a desire to see the city. I believe he has the kernel of a song in his heart, and desires to see what has befallen Bir Tor, in order to make that kernel set forth its shoots. If we find orcs there, as we certainly must, we will slay them. If Nona's heart beats for the people under her care, so too does mine. Okay, and search the southwestern woods for signs of the refugees. Let's do that first, since we're nearby. I'm gonna go on foot for the moment. Hunters, find the path, if in you would. Thank you.
Does that stack?
Nope, it does not stack.
Oh.
Moose burger.
Found a cloak.
I bet it would be smoked, good smoked all day, like brisket. You know, like slow smoked moose meat.
I don't know. I've never eaten moose.
You found a cloak snagged on a bent tree. And Keenenberg appears. Zintite.
Bless you.
Oh, a cloak snagged on a tree. That is a good sign. Just certain they ran this way. Let us continue southwest. Search for another sign of the refugees.
It's not really southwest so much.
No, more southish, really, but...
Again, the driving snow. Yeah, that's it.
Right. You hear hushed voices nearby, and a stable master.
And Keenenberg.
And Keenenberg has a quest. Do you
That's
hear
gonna
that?
be a stinky job.
Can it be
These are
they?
desperate times for the Rohirrim.
What's a stinky job?
Oh, I guess there's a little settlement right here. I didn't see that.
These are the
Oh, I-
refugees, yeah.
He's in the middle of nowhere, standing next to a horse.
Why am I here? It's so cold. Can I build like a lean-to or something? Ah.
All right. I don't know.
Here we are then.
Keenenberg.
These people are in dire need of our aid, but I'm so glad to see them alive. And we step inside. And... huh.
It says talk to a refugee in the camp, and she's right in front of me. But you gotta talk to Keenenberg a couple times. Search for survivors.
Oh, there's a forge here too.
You gotta whistle for Keenenberg. Like, I think we're overriding each other's Keenenbergs.
I can't whistle for Keenenberg.
Oh.
I'm absolutely unable to click on that thing. It won't do anything.
Here, let me break fellow and see if that helps.
So I still have the whistle, but I can't. It's red. I can't activate it.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
I'm gonna go outside the camp and see if the whistle... We hope we're not bugged out here.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Find the refugees and talk to Keenenberg.
It's a sad thing to watch your lands die.
I have traveled to the city of
It is a
Bjorn
sad
Tor
thing to watch your
in the High
lands
Knolls.
die.
No, that's the epic.
Oh.
It's search for survivors is the quest
This-
I'm talking about.
Talk to a survivor. I got a ring over here.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
So there's a forge master, but not a relic master.
The White Wizard has taken everything from
That's
us.
No,
He's
this one
over
here is
here.
a relic master.
Oh, he just doesn't have a thing over his head. No, wait, where? Which one? Oh,
Where are you?
it's overridden by the ring. That's what I can see.
Yeah.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Find the refugees and talk to Canberg.
These lands.
You guys
were
can't talk
once-
to
I'm gonna
this-
log out and log back in.
Yeah, I hope that fixes it. I'm riding away to see if maybe the...
You might need to like cancel the quest and go back and pick it back up again. I mean that's
yeah,
an
that
option
might be the
if it
thing
doesn't
to
work.
do. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. Riding away hasn't changed a thing, so I'm gonna cancel the quest and log out. See what that does for me. So yeah, search for survivors started. Done fast. No Canberg and no whistle. There's Canberg. And I have 4 minute wait for search for survivors. So anyone who is not able to advance it, come back here. We'll see what we can do.
Am I going the right
Come
way?
back. Come back where?
Alright,
fast.
hang on. Yep. Yeah, go back to Dunfast. I'll re-invite people for the moment.
Yeah, that would help. It will give me a direction to point.
But I'm not sure why the
I'm
quest
afraid
bugged
it
out.
is
So
happening to these
did anybody
lands.
successfully advance it?
Yeah,
That's
me
my
and
first
Galt did.
question.
Yep.
Okay, you guys both did.
My only guess is that because there were multiple, you can talk to any Keenberg, but if you talk to somebody else's
Yep.
Keenberg, it broke things. So just like step
Yeah.
away from the group and
Yeah.
only talk to your
Yep.
Keenberg.
Right,
Yep.
I feel like that's probably the solution. Yep. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait a few minutes. She'll have a gold ring,
These
but
are
a timer.
desperate times
So
for
Yep,
Rohirrim.
I have 3 minutes left.
yep. So we'll just pause here. Since this is a good time, do we want to take our halfway break a little early?
Might as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, might as well, instead of just because I was sitting here. So it's 11:42. Why don't we say we'll come back at 5 of 12, so like about a 13-minute break.
I do
So
not know
we'll be back
if
at
we
5
will
at 12,
survive this
and we'll
once.
pick it up.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Okay, be back in a little bit.
Me too. Welcome back.
Oh, hey. I made my way back here
Hello.
and canceled the quest, but now I'm on the
I'm
timer.
not afraid of you.
Unfortunately, I didn't do it sooner.
Okay.
I am not supposed to speak with strangers.
I'm here and noshing on my...
How could we possibly survive this? War is upon us. Down with Isengard! What brings you to these lands? I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands. I am not supposed to speak with strangers.
Should we stay unfellowed for this?
No, it wasn't being fellowed that messed it up. It was what Galt and James said. We were clicking each other's
Okay.
Keenbergs by
Keenbergs.
accident, so we'll go once we find the refugees, we'll go one at a time into the town,
Right.
and each person will make sure they click on their own Keenberg. Like you go first, and then Zara, and then me, and that's how we'll handle it. And welcome back, James. Alright. How long is your timer, Mrs. Arlinda?
1 minute, 34.32 seconds.
I don't know. I think
Just
we might
leave
have
me.
to
I would. Just leave me.
Yeah, we might have to G-kick you for this offense. I mean, that's a long time to wait. It really is.
How did the timer not... Or did you not cancel before you came back?
I didn't cancel before I came
before
back.
you left, I mean, yeah.
If you can believe it.
Good thing I brought my dwarf pipe. Sophie's singing.
Ten seconds.
Well, I can cut the tension with a knife.
All right.
What are you singing there? Come on.
Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah.
All right, I'm all
Of the
set.
car I drive at the end of the line.
Okay.
Happy
Let's
to
walk.
be alive. That's what I'm singing.
So we're going to go to the refugees. And in this order, we're going to go into town and use our very own Keenbergs. We're going to go Sophie first, and then Zara, and then Boz. So let's get the snarled, or the snared cloak, rather. And let's... So I'm gonna go over here and talk to my Keenberg. Everybody whistle for their own Keenberg. all get together again, because it's okay. We'll have the Keenberg sisters and the Keenberg trio, the prog rock band. Very talented girls. Okay, now, they do a lot of Yes covers. Okay, so you hear hushed voices nearby. So I'm gonna stand back here with my Keenberg. Okay, Zara, why don't you go toward Bosel and you go in first, because Soph isn't here yet. Go on further in. And she should have a ring under her for you. Sophie, wait.
She does.
And you talk to her and see what she has to say. And she says, do you hear that? Voices, can they be they, right? And then she wants you to find the refugees and then talk to her again. So yeah, we'll let Zara go in first, change
she's
of
got a
plans.
ring again, yep.
And so now talk to her, and I'll do the voiceover when it's my turn, and then advance the quest. Okay, and you should be good now. So you should be on the next step. Yep,
Yes,
you're on
I'm
the next
moving
step.
in.
Like Bosal and Galt. Good, okay. And then Sophie, you can move in and do the same thing.
I'm doing it. My way. Send me on my way. Talk to a refugee.
And the refugee is Herthrith, a search for survivors. Thank heavens, there is hope.
These are
You come with an army from
Forlaw.
Forlaw. Well, where are the rest of you?
We are an
And
army.
that's where yes, we are.
I am an army.
And we pick it up with, there
And I
should
brought
be
these
one,
guys.
one single Keenberg now in the center of town here with witnessed accounts. And that's what we should have. I think we should ask these people what they saw that made them leave. Perhaps one of them knows aught of the artifact you seek. I do not suppose they will have any news of Thrym. But no matter, we must see to the artifact first. So let's ask Herthrith. Mr. Counts. We've left our cows behind, all of them. Those poor beasts, what became of them? We've always worked so hard to protect them, and they've thanked us by giving us milk. But we left them to fend for themselves. If only we had thought to bring them when we ran, but it was all such a terrible blur.
They are now.
Herthrith
You'd have
thinks
left a
nothing.
trail a mile
Yeah.
wide?
They are now meat popsicles.
There now.
Meatsicles.
He thinks of nothing but the poor cows. So what about Leofberg? Witnessed accounts.
Artifact?
Artifact? I see no artifact, and I did not see the giant who drove us off. Only a violent blizzard and a terrible ruckus. Now we're here, freezing every night with no roof above our heads. My fool neighbours will not let me be warm. We will all die of the cold, mark my words. Leofberg saw nothing and only rants about the bitter cold.
I am afraid
What about
what is happening to these lands.
Ludeka? You ask strange questions of such desperate people, stranger. We saw nothing but our own shame as we fled our homes. Never have I been so afraid. No, I saw nothing, and can barely remember anything of that day, for I've never been so hungry or cold in my life. And
Isn't that a
It is
little
sad
weird?
thing to watch
Gifferman.
lands die.
maybe? I think we are doomed to starve here, stranger. It is very unfortunate that you did not come with provisions for my folk. The harvest has been mostly taken by the frost. I would go back and search for food, but I dare not risk my life on so slim a chance. Gifferman believes the harvest has been spoiled by frost and his folk starve without food. Fourth ear.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders
Do not bother
of
to
the
stop
lands
and
of
help this lot
Rohan.
of cowards. Anyone who abandons their home without fighting deserves just this, to be stranded, cold and homeless. These silly wretches fled and dragged me with them, for they did not want me angering the enemy. They broke my door and knocked me down when I put up a fight, and then I woke up here. As one who barely survived an harrowing encounter with Ner'zhum, you can only shake your head at this man's foolishness. Fourth Ear does not understand how lucky he is to be alive and hates his neighbors for saving him. Tell Kinberg of their plight.
I am afraid of
There's
what is
a
happening
lot
to
of
these lands.
emo around that fire.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's what I mean.
Suck it up, buttercup.
No,
Too much time
not
in
like
it.
that. I wonder if there's like a morale effect on the riding on the storm. Of course, you know,
Saruman.
starving to death in the cold would make you kind of lose hope, but...
They
Sorry!
cannot help us in this state, but we must certainly help them. I suppose I must put aside my search for Thrym for the moment. Let
Yeah,
us start by saving these people from a cold and hungry death.
yeah.
Maybe then they can better remember what happened the day they ran away.
That's a great idea.
And we'll start with Harithrith. The fate of the livestock.
These are
The cows were left
desperate times for the
behind when we
Rohirrim.
left. I wish to go and lead them back here, but no one will let me leave. Do you think you could go and check on them? Their milk would help us survive. There are 4 cows. Please bring back as many as you can. And speak not of meat sickles again. That is most disturbing.
How could they possibly
Leofberg,
survive
ward
this?
against the cold. We are so cold at night. How I fear for the young ones. The fools stamp out the fire when I try to light one after dark, and we all shiver the whole night long. Our cloaks are too thin and no fire. We'll not survive this strange winter this way. But I do not fancy freezing to death in this forsaken place. Collect pelts
Bless
from
you.
wolves. To
Wow, that was an
Make better
appropriate
cooks.
sound effect.
I
Gifferman.
try.
It's a sad
Hope
thing
for the
to
harvest.
watch your lands die.
You're not afraid to go back and search for the crops. You're incredibly brave, strangers. I do not think you will find any food fit to eat, but you have my thanks for trying. Please be careful. It is not worth it to die an unnatural death for the sake of frostbitten food.
You're a dipshit.
We'll mount up for a moment. Alright, we're going north. Fangs in the snow. Defeat 10 wolves in the Witch Haws. Since the Witch Haws fell under the sway of Nurzum's forces, wolves grow in great numbers. They must be slain.
You actually gotta click on the wolves. For
Oh.
for the pelts.
Oh yeah, you're so right. So dismount.
Can we do this on foot?
Yeah, but
Yep.
only one person needs
That's
to
a
do
rock.
Yeah, only one person gets the wolf. That's okay. We'll just kill some more. We have them for a Slayer deed, so, you know. Alright, let's gather up.
This one has a ring.
Clicky,
See if you
clicky.
can click it.
They're not selfish.
No, I was confused
Sweet.
because there's 2 quests for the list.
Alright, everyone take 1/5 of the pelt.
Dibs on the leg!
We're looking for cows, we're looking for food.
Looking for Boz.
I'm looking for you.
Yeah, that's...
No, eating cow, no way.
It's like I said.
Meat sickles.
'Cause it's definitely frozen now.
More like wolf chow.
Yeah, but there's still some good stew meat in there.
Yep, there's 3 wolves, there's all kind of stuff to click here. There's 3 harvested crops here that you want to try.
Can't they eat the wolves?
The cows?
No, the people.
Yeah, I would think
I
so.
imagine one could eat wolf meat in a pinch, but
I
Probably
think
not
they're in a
very good.
pinch.
works that well. Oh, they are in a pinch. I'm not saying otherwise.
I'd eat them. Hell, I'd eat them just not in a...
I think
Ever-
for a lot
or
of
I'm-
people, psychologically, wolves are too close to dogs.
I've not been to Asia where they would serve dog without a second thought. You know what I mean? If you knew you were eating it,
Yeah.
it's just a thing you can order. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Meat is meat.
Yeah. Have you been there? Have you done that kind of thing, like eating canine
No.
meat? in Asia?
Nope.
My
I
cousin
would
said
have
it
some
was
trouble
similar to
with like
buffalo,
spiders
oddly.
and stuff.
I think I'd eat spider sooner than I would eat dog, probably.
Really?
But if I was that hungry, I know I'd eat it anyway.
Yeah.
Fangs in the snow. You defeated a number of wolves in the Witch Haws, and you captured their meat for the ungrateful refugees who don't seem to be able to digest it. As long as wolves roam, hunters are needed. That's not what the quest text really said. Yes, it is. No, it isn't.
You don't say.
Found one of the 4 cows. You don't believe me? Jeez. Okay, so we're searching for the 4th cow. Maybe it's this way? There's something
I found a
this way.
cow. Think
Don't have a cow, man.
Yeah, man.
it's the spot where you guys found a cow.
No, I
And
think
moose. They could have moose meat.
they could.
I don't think they can hunt.
And we're going west, looking for a cow.
Yeah, I'm with you. Not bossy.
Betsy!
She's alive. It's not Bossy. It is Betsy. She's alive. They got Bossy.
That bull was keeping her trapped.
You found the 4th cow, alive and well. She was clever enough to evacuate done fast. And
It's fast. Good.
She disappeared.
Alright,
yep,
I am
when the
not
farmers
seeing a cow.
We're no longer there
do
to
not
protect the
see a
small
cow.
herd.
We need to
Okay.
find the other 3 first.
Okay.
Did you not find?
I think
did you
I
not
missed.
find all 3?
I think I missed a
Okay.
third.
Okay, we gotta find the 3rd cow again.
Oh dear God.
That'll
I
be
think
okay.
I know where it is.
Okay,
did I
let's
miss
follow
it?
Sophie.
Well,
I
we
can't
gotta
believe
get
I
back
just
to the
said that.
town.
Yeah, I'm taking you there. I can't believe I just said let's follow Sophie, but okay. So there's 2 in the pen, Zara.
I didn't see this giant cow right here.
You found it.
Did Galt make you play Diablo with him? Where you click on the cow and it explodes?
Okay. My brain just went to a really weird place.
Because that was one of my favorite things about the Diablo games is exploding cows, because they make me 12, you know. Alright, so let's go find more food while we're here. We're going to stay in town and we're going to look for food. Probably in the...
I think they're in the buildings.
I think they're in the building. Oh, we can't go in the building. Okay. Well, maybe...
Oh, there's a couple over here.
Oh, no, they're outside. So, yep, Galt has found some. We can't go in the buildings right now. So, yeah, here's 2. Yep.
Some are good to eat.
There's 3
You
at the
can go in this
northeast
building.
house.
Good, well, that's 5 that we've checked out. 3 at the northeast house is good. Let's go to where Bosel is. Yep.
There's none in the house
Fine.
that I just wanted.
2 more.
Oh, right out by the mailbox is one.
One of those is good to eat as well.
Actually, 2.
Those are probably the
You
last
know,
2.
we've got makings for a decent stew here. I'm just saying.
I think so. They're very scared by Newsroom. Yeah, maybe, I mean, could be Saruman's fell voice on the wind, you know, that is having a morale effect, like you
Is
said.
telling them all that crap.
Right.
Because nobody saw anything. That's what made me go,
but-
wait a minute.
But Nurzoom is real. I mean, we've seen him, like, punt, I mean, people to death and smash them
Yes.
throw Thrym across the entire zone and kill him, and you know, this kind of thing. So, although Kienberg thinks he may be alive.
Are we supposed to be getting anything else?
Nope. You should have 10 out of 10
Go get her
crops.
cow.
And then
Yes,
and now
I need
you've
my
you've
last
got
cow.
search for the 4th cow, and you should also have by now bring the pelts to Leofberg. For
I do.
and look, yep, everybody does, yep, because we've harvested all the wolves. So let's go find the cow again. And don't have a cow.
I wonder something. Hold on.
What do you wonder?
Zara? Can you click
Yes.
the cow? Do
What
you see a
cow?
cow next to me? Look at me. Back here.
No, I think the cow's up here. No, if she has, find the 4th cow.
Okay.
It's only here.
Never mind then.
It's being menaced
No,
by
I
this
can't.
moose.
I've already
again.
clicked those cows, I think.
No,
No,
it's
she summoned. You're gonna be able to summon
My
the cow
cow.
once.
Oh.
clicked
I
it.
just
You
was
summoned
wondering
a
if it would. But nah.
No,
I couldn't
it's
even
not
see it.
interactable
I didn't even see
until-
a
Okay,
cow next
that's
to
what
you.
I was. That's what I was asking.
That's what you wanted to know.
That was what I wanted to know.
We should all say cow some more. Moo.
Bovine.
Yeah, great. You found the 4th
Okay,
cow,
got
alive
my
and well.
cow.
She was clever enough to evacuate
Have a cow,
Dunfast when the
Zara.
farmers
Have a
were no
cow.
longer there to protect the small herd. So now we can use the cow whistle. And there she is. Now we're going to lead the cow to the refugees' hideout.
A cow is gonna get milked hard.
Yep.
Slowest cows. Do we literally have
Chariots
to walk
of fire
them all
time.
the way back? I guess it's not that much further.
Yeah, fortunately it's not very far, but yeah, they are really slow. Oh, we should be, hang on, now we need to walk with them because it's comically awesome.
Well, they follow
They're making
you,
the noise
so-
too. Yeah.
Well, we should be on our mounts, rounding them up, right?
Well, but they follow you. They're not walking on their own. They're following us. So
Yeah.
if we ran around them, they would just run in circles.
Which could be
You shouldn't
fun.
make cows run. It's not good for their milk.
That sounds like if you make a face like that, you'll stay that way.
Yeah.
If you make them run around in the cold like this, doesn't it come out as a milkshake?
No, it's soft serve.
Soft serve.
There you go.
Is that where soft serve's from?
Somebody get
Yeah.
the chocolate dip.
That's the brown cow.
Right.
Do we have to click on the cow?
Yeah, let's be careful about this.
Make
Okay,
sure we have
so-
our own cow. I'm going
Right,
over
yeah,
here.
so that's
And
everybody.
only yours will have a name above it.
Oh yeah, it says ally of blah. I didn't see that. Cool.
Yep.
I don't have the name tag things on.
The cow looks pleased to be amongst farmers again instead of braving the cold, harsh wild alone. She will provide milk for these hungry people and
And
will help
also
them
meat,
endure this
eventually.
strange winter.
But we don't
And
need to
also
talk
meat eventually.
We don't need to talk about that now.
Shh. Well, but you already talked. Well, not so loud. To bother the cow. The fate of the livestock.
These are
I'm
desperate
so glad
times for the
to see you are
roasting.
able to find the one survivor. I wish I could return the favor for you, but sadly I have no information, only gratitude. I hope you will accept it. And maybe a hamburger later. Oh wait, we weren't supposed to talk about that.
No, this one's a dairy cow. It's a cheeseburger.
And Leifberg. Ward against the cold.
Is there
Thank you,
anyone
thanks.
watching this stream?
Will pay pay for the crime
Yeah,
that I
there's
hand.
a few people.
God, hope not. Oh,
We're gonna
well.
lose him. We're gonna lose
You
him
know,
if we
I-
continue.
I keep forgetting that there are actually people listening to this. Obviously.
Should come with a warning label.
Yes, I hope it does.
Bad puns. Childish humor.
Possibly even
Occasionally
Top
raunchy
thumping.
comments
Yep.
and adult language.
Ward against the cold. Thank you for these. You are true friends, unlike my fool neighbors. A fire would save all of us, but pelts will do. They will do. You gently remind the angry woman of the danger of Nurzum spotting a fire easily in the night. The memory of Nurzum's nearness causes her to whiten. You are right. I do not wish to run from that creature again.
The White Wizard
And
has taken
give him-
everything from us.
Hope for the harvest. I cannot believe it. You have saved us easily lost. We have not had a proper meal in days now. I had not thought there was any hope left for us, but there's the makings of quite a good stew here.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
And he has a follow-up, the day the giant came. For your help, kind strangers, I've done my best to think back to the day we fled Dunfast. If you'd like to hear it, I can share my tale.
It's session play.
It's session play, it is. Here we go. I told you it would be a story-rich kind of a week
Yeah.
last week.
I like stories. I don't like session play. I would honestly rather sit around a campfire
Know that the
watching the
refugees
text on the
from
screen
Dunfast
while you
have
narrated it
strengthened
than
their
be
hope.
another
That
character
tale
in this
must be
story
right.
like this.
Let's see, so Gifferman has 3 abilities: Uppercut, Kick, and Strength in Panic. So number 3 is a heal, and then he can punch and kick. So I don't know how much fighting we're going to be doing here.
Well,
Let
obviously
me-
we're gonna need an interrupt, so.
Definitely. Let me fix my filters so I can read properly. There we go. And Ludica
I do
is standing
not
in a
know
snowstorm.
if we will survive this onslaught.
The weather brought you out of your warm home as well, did it? A little snow never bothered anyone, but this is indeed strange. This winter is something. I've never seen snows like this before. Nay, nor I. And we're suddenly affected by intense cold. You cannot ever remember being so cold. What is this madness? The air, it doesn't feel right. A rumbling in the distance. Terrible rumbling shakes the air.
These are desperate times.
What in the world
for
was
the
that?
Rohirrim.
Government, will you go look? You have experience in arms.
Looks dangerous.
The rumbling sounded like it came
You go first.
from the windmill. Right. Solid.
Where am I going?
You know, I've been looking around for what's his name? Gil. Well, he's me, right?
Yeah.
The windmill is northwest, outside of town, up the hill. So it's gonna be, if you're looking for coordinates, it's like 37.4 south, 66.7 west. But it's slightly northwest out of town, up the hill. Let me see if I can help you find it.
Sorry.
That's
I'm-
okay. Oh, you're okay.
I am afraid.
They don't make it easy in the snow.
Lands.
Alright,
That's
so
part of why I hate session
there's
play.
town. So go, yep, turn northwest, turn to your right, turn to your right, to your right. And go, yep, north up that hill. Can I recommend
Sophie, do you
zooming
need to
in?
put letters on your shoes?
In. I mean, zoom in. Yeah. There.
I'm up against a wall of the world.
Right.
Oh, there's the mill.
I hate when that
No.
happens.
Let me see. Because you've gotten... There we
There.
go. Oh. Okay, it says you've not the will to go further. That's what you found, so let's go back to Ludica for you. Get into town and see Ludica. So we're running back to see Ludica. We have not the will to go further. I know I just said that. I was doing it over the shoulder of Soph. Alright, so we're back at Ludica. You are pale as a ghost, Giffermund. What is it? You explained to your worried neighbors about the terrible force of menace and the blinding cold you felt northwest of the village. We should evacuate! Whatever terror approaches, I do not like it. I must get my child out. Let us meet in the woods behind Ludica's farm. I'll not get swallowed up by that menace. I will stay inside, where it is safe. I like Hereth's plan better. Please, help get everyone out. We must run, or I know we shall die at the hands of whatever it is. Please hurry, Giffermund. I must go gather my things. So now you have to go into the various houses that have rings over them.
I am afraid of what is happening.
I'm going to the
these lands.
southernmost one first, so if you're looking at the town square, I'm going into, it's called Dunfast Home, but I think they're all labeled that way. So I'm in the one with Ludica.
I do not know if
We'll be out to meet you shortly, Giffermund. I will not be much longer. Between you and me, my old friend, I've never been so afraid in my life. This unnatural winter has me on edge, but this is worse. Ludica is terrified of the sudden change of weather in Dunfast, as terrified as you are yourself. And then I'm going to go clockwise around the town square. The unearthly chill in Iothet's home reminds you that Iothet rarely comes here anymore. You hope that he is safe. And there's that strange ice crystal in this room.
Oh, he's a dick.
He might be a spy of Saruman. And then we'll go in the next Dunfast home. You've entered your own home. And we're going to grab belongings. You've gathered some meager belongings, but you feel a great urge to keep moving. So let's keep moving. And going to the final of the 4 that are in the square. And there's a female cowering Dunfast refugee. Oh, what will become of us? I am slow, but I will try to keep up. Thank you, dear Giffermund, for coming to warn me. I'm so afraid. You fear for your elderly neighbor, but an uncertain fate in the frozen wild is better than certain death in Dunfast. So then you go outside and head slightly to go out. So you leave the town square, go just to the right of that last little home, and there's a one out slightly outside the town, just to the northeast, just barely outside. It's not far at all.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
What does yours say, Soph? Evacuate everyone.
I have one left.
Yeah, so go just to the right of that house and out. Yeah, yep, go to that house right there that's ahead of you to the right. And there should be a guy. Should be something inside. I'm not sure what it is yet because I haven't gone in. Now I'm inside. And it's Leofberg and a child and a Dunfast refugee who's brandishing an axe. What is it, Gifferman? Why does the earth shake? You hastily tell Leofberg to gather warm cloaks, food and water, and meet at Hereth's farm. I will do as you say, but if we leave town, we shall all die of cold. Leofberg reluctantly agrees to meet outside Dunfast. This cold will kill us if that evil presence does not. So we gotta go break the lock to Forthier's house, which is across. It's basically south. Just basically go due south out of the last house, and you'll see a lock. You're headed right for it. So break the lock,
I see it.
and it will let you into Forthier's house. He has something to say about it.
I bet.
Unlike cowards flee their homes, fight alongside my Gifferman and drive the enemy back. Gifferman now recalls he was still chilled by the icy power just outside of Dunfast. A heated argument between the two neighbors ensued, and Forthier became obstinate. I think we're gonna punch and kick him now. Coward! You'd abandoned your home, Gifferman. I'll fight the enemy myself if I must. Just try and stop me. And yep, we're gonna punch and kick him until he subdues. He's a kung fu master. Gifferman is. Forthier, beaten, was carried out and evacuated with the others. And that will complete the instance. So you can just wait for it to zip you out of session play. Maybe I won't crash this time. Maybe. So as we return...
I hate that it resets a planter. Damn it.
The bell was rung.
It was.
Rung for Galt.
Ooh,
The dog barks at midnight.
Thought it was, ooh, Skill and Slay. Yeah, hey, let's get one of those. Thanks, Galt. Is it the celery stalks at midnight? The lettuce leaves at dawn. That's a good free redeem code, so you can go to this store and do Skill and Slay, as Galt has put it. Get a nice free 90-minute booster.
I need a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
Very well. In the meantime, are vendors here? Yep, sure enough. Are you a Forge Master? Yep.
I really wish these things stacked.
Which things?
The skill and the
They do.
Slayer.
The bought in the store one stack and the not bought in the store one stack, but they don't stack with each other. Does that make sense?
Oh, good. It just didn't. It didn't go into the stack, so I assumed it didn't stack.
I gotcha. Time for new allies.
Way better.
What's way better?
My outfit. It's better red.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Hunters still don't want allies, right?
No, please.
Please no, get them away. Get thee gone. Show me not this thing.
It's a store.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Anybody else got a key? More loot boxes.
I got a
No.
I got a loot
box.
box. No, I
Yeah,
didn't
me
get
too.
a loot box.
Oh, now we get to go talk to the dude in the hut.
Well, yeah, now I think it's quite suspicious, don't you? You saw that little blue crystal, right?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see the little blue crystal in his...
If I did, I probably thought it was an icicle.
And may have significance. Let's see. Alright. Got it. What's that?
I need to get more crimson dye. That solves it.
I don't know if I'll hit Kindred today with people of Wildermore. Probably not.
They were thinking they'd put some extra rocks around the fire, and then at night when it's banked, they could tuck the rocks around the kids. And bake them slowly.
Sorry about that, guys.
No problem.
I also I need to leave at 10 in like 20 minutes. Sorry about that.
10 your time? Sure, no problem. I'm sure the four of us can find some trouble to get into. So let's talk to Keenberg and see what more we can do with time remaining. Everything okay on your end?
Yeah, I just had something that I forgot about to do today.
Understood. She says, "'Tis good of Gifferman to try to remember his tale. What do you think you'll do next?" I don't know what we'll do next. Let's find out. Need to talk to Gifferman again.
These lands were once so fair.
Search for the missing man. You ask Gifferman about Iothet, the man who no longer lived at Dunfast. The drafty home piques your interest once again. Oh, Iothet? A senile old fool. He kept insisting that he was given a cursed relic. Then he left town when no one believed him. He holds himself up in the northern woods now.
We know.
And the fisherman, unaware of the threat.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Come to think of it, there are other residents of the Witchshaws who have not been warned of Nerzim's presence. If Garwig wishes everyone to evacuate to Forlaw, it'd be good of you to let them know. The fishermen live in a lonely house to the northern plains, at the edge of the lake and wood. They're not friendly, but they trade us fish and game every so often. While I do not like them, I do not wish them to be eaten by a giant. Okay, so we must
Well, that's
do...
totally obvious.
Yeah, what does he have against a fisherman?
Right. Speak to Keenberg again.
I'm afraid of what is happening to
That
these
was an
lands.
interesting tale. It would seem that this missing fellow might have information for you all. I will remain here and help these people get back on their feet. Do come back when you find that man. I must continue my search. Alright. So let's mount up. And let's go help the fisherman. We're all mounted. Moose burger.
Everyone else got distracted in the town.
I've
was
lost
funny.
you.
We're like spread to the four winds here.
We were in a nice
I'm
group,
so lost.
and then the town showed up, and everybody like burst out like a, like a watching a bunch of planes, like Blue Angels. They just kind of split up into.
We are not a GTA 5 crew. That is not a thing that we are. Alright, here, I found Sophie.
Alright, there's Boz.
yeah.
I found Boz.
Yep, so I've got the hunters, I got Galt. Nope, I got everybody but Galt. Let's go to Galt's position.
Yeah, I'm coming to you.
Hey, Witchaw's invaders, let's kill them. Alright, having killed them, let's continue on our way.
Oh, okay.
What? There's too many trees.
I know
That's why I'm on follow.
This place is very
Oh, crap, my
tree-ish.
horse.
Zooming out might help.
Damned horse.
We're waiting, Soph. We're not far from you. Should be in visual.
Rohan's got to be the only place where they farm where the trees are.
You heard the stories of the legendary Roheric tree farmers. You found a hut in the north of the Witchaws, standing alone at the feet of high knolls. And we might have just finished isolation in the Witchaws. You might be finishing that deed.
Yes. What's the title attached?
There is no title attached.
Oh, well, how do I figure out if I finished it?
You did.
You got it.
You went to all the ones we went to.
And I watched you get marks and medallions, so you're good. Okay, so a fishing rack. The fishermen, unaware of the threat. The fish on this rack are fresh caught. Perhaps the fishermen are nearby, catching more fish. The fisherman, a quiet life. You found some fresh fish on a rack outside of a locked-up home in the northern Witchaws. You should find the owner of this home, likely a fisherman. Hey,
You
said
think?
that. Right, no kidding. A fisherman would likely be at the lake's edge, hopefully not far from his home. Or perhaps, he's on his annual trip to Walt Disney World, very far from home, and he's...
Why didn't we try the fisherman's house first?
Because the quest said not to.
Damn it.
Was there something in
Why
the
that lakeside
house?
looks quest-worthy.
No,
Right.
you couldn't even get in.
I did look to see if the door opened.
Where's all the female moose? Is this the evil doings of
They
ceremony?
went south for the winter.
Yep.
Got too cold. They took the kids and went to Orlando.
Hey, do you guys have a Disney trip coming up or something?
No.
Sadly, no.
What's your name?
Too many other expenses this year to go again, but that's cool. We'll get back there soon. Morcar. Enemy, will not suffer ye in the witch holes. Run, or I'll have your head. Another foe! 5 of you come to bother us. You must be brigands! The lot of you! Oh, mercy! Do not kill me!
I think we pulverized him. Oh, good, he's back.
Oh,
Is this world coming
the
to
fisherman no longer looks as if he will attack you, which is a good sign. You mean us no harm, then? I'm sorry we came at you like that. The wilds have been dangerous of late, and there are many of you, and you came out of the woods without warning. What is a group of outsiders like you doing, wandering the witch shores while our enemies roam unhindered?
I'll not be
Doing a little hunting, doing a little fishing.
You urge us to leave, as is
Gardening.
harrying riders. Yeah. You urge us to leave, strangers. We are safer here than we would be on the frozen fields, where we have seen orcs riding on wargs. Some have even dared approach us, but our arrows sent them off again. No, we could not hope to leave while such deadly foes roam unchallenged through the lands. And also Smaller.
For encroaching upon our lands.
Morcar is a stubborn one, but perhaps we should leave. The witch-elves have never been so cold, nor so deadly. I do not fancy the thought of wasting our catch, though. It would be a favor if you'd check the nets we have along the bank. Because fishing nets are a thing you do in Lotro. Okay.
Not goat poop.
Like,
Down along the lakeside. Lakeside Park, willows in the breeze. No. Frozen lake. So many memories of fish. How many different zones do we look for fish in nets?
At least 3 off the top of my head.
Trollshaws,
Great
Yeah,
River.
troll shaws.
Foreshell. That's
Okay,
4 then.
Foreshell, Great River, and Wildermore. That's 4.
You didn't?
You can actually swim.
No, you don't do any old forest. There's something with the brook there, but it's not fish.
No, it's not fishing nets there.
So we need to kill some harrying warg riders and brutal warg riders. So let's mount up. It'll make them easier to kill.
He bugged out when he saw us mounting.
He's like, oh no.
Shit, those aren't
not
farmers.
fast enough.
Well, it's about to get serious up in this joint. Alright. Let's see. There's a harrying warg rider.
Let's harry him.
He was pretty hairy, but now he's dead.
Who will harry or the harriers?
Yeah, the warg was pretty fuzzy too. We will.
But now we have become the harriers. Who will harry us?
Well,
We're
but that's
pretty good at harrying ourselves.
that harrier's name was Harry. Harry the Harrier. He was hairier than the other Harry. Oh no. Stop
Here we
me
go.
On
now.
the other hand,
Yeah.
let's just go on. It's a silly place.
Yes. Camelot. Has everyone killed all the harriers and the other hairy guys? I think we have.
Yes.
Yes. And a few moose to boot.
'Cause moose.
Yep, looking good. Okay, so let's go back to the fisherman. There'll be many a moose burger eaten this night, I can tell you that for certain.
I want to be a fisherman.
Mm-hmm. It's never too late in the day, or too early, for a John the Fisherman reference. Great song. And let's see, so let's talk to Smalla and then Morcar.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders.
Smalla
of the
nods his
lands of
gratitude and
Rohan.
takes the fish you pulled in from the shore. Aye, this will do. Now we shall have food for all packs, if we can get Morcar to heed your advice. And Morcar. I am glad you spilled the blood of the warg riders, friend. I'm not sure that we will leave, but I'm glad that we'll be safer, whether we stay or go. More quests. We'll start with Morcar again. Morcar for more quests. Meat for a cold journey's end. Alright, we'll go then. We shall even try to carry as much as we can, since them gentlefolk at Forlaw shiver and go hungry. Food will be short. You kill the moose, we carry the meat. Fair?
I like these guys.
Moose burgers. For all. Yeah. That's smaller.
Enemy must
I'll
be
pack up what I
punished for
can,
encroaching
but
upon
most of
our
this
lands.
gear will travel well to Forlaw. I should hate to see it get into the hands of them orcs. Will you bury some of our goods for us, friend? I'd like to think we'll be back before long. Back at the house, if you would. We'll find him again.
I like optimists.
There's a
So
moose
let's
over here,
collect-
by the way.
Kill it. Shing it.
No, it's already dead. Get the meat.
Oh, sweet. And there's 5 fishermen's supplies to get here. And then I think we're going to bury them around areas.
There's a moose by Sophie.
And this will be the last thing we do as a group advancement this week. Yeah, Moose by Sophie. Because...
Feel free to keep going if you want to keep going in the story.
Schedule.
I can catch up, that's fine.
Okay. We'll do war bands or some M&M type stuff instead. Like for the last hour. That makes it easier.
Another moose by Sophie.
Cuts of moose meat. And where are the lady mooses?
Run from
All
me.
those bull moose. Oh yeah, did you see that let fly, baby? Oh yeah.
You're sexy, honey. So cute with your little arrows?
I'm just too sexy for my crossbow. Hunting we will go.
You know, we could track them.
Ah, there's so many around.
us
I
up.
don't think it's worth the time. But thank you for the offer. This should be number 6 that I'm about to pull with Let Fly. Too far? No way. Look at that.
What's extra insulting about the whole burglar no range weapon is that while I'm unmounted, I actually throw daggers as a ranged attack.
And it seems to do a pretty reasonable amount of damage. Yeah, that's insult to injury. Come on, devs, let's.
But they're
come on.
unlimited,
Give Berg,
right?
Berg some love here.
And I didn't have to craft them.
You're right. And that's exactly how it should be for you. I mean, I would think, but... Okay, now we need to find locations to bury stuff, so let's go
Back at the fishy house.
south. Yep, and this is the last thing we'll be doing progression-wise today. But we will be... I think the stream will be ending. Because Bosa's taking off, but we will stay here and do some warbands. Get some M&Ms. Maybe somebody other than me will get 3 orc heads on a pike.
Dibs on the peanut butter ones.
Peanut butter
The
heads.
peanut
on the
butter
pike?
orc heads? Oh yeah.
Peanut
whoa.
butter M&M. Does anybody still need a
You
moose?
mean-
Orc heads are filled with peanut butter?
Whoa, nobody
Well,
told me.
that it would explain
knew?
a lot.
Explains why Merry and Pippin were so motivated to become better warriors. Yeah. So we're going to return to Morcar and Smalla. And that'll be it. And Smalla. A very good deed you did. We'll be off at once. And Morcar. That's the stuff. Give it here, eh? And I'll see it got safe into hungry bellies.
Why are you bothering me?
And we have completed a deed based on all that. Quest of the Witchaws.
Thanks, Galt. You sacrificed yourself from to kill.
That was awesome.
What did you
just
do?
happened?
He
What
jumped off
even
the
just
ledge here,
happened there?
chopped the guy in half, and then plunged into the lake, and his horse went away. It was very impressive.
I hope the stream got that. I totally missed it,
Yeah.
but that's good. Okay, does he have a... I think he might have a follow-up. Hang on, because I see a ring. Is there a ring?
No, I think it's just the.
Nope.
I see a ring too.
Yeah, just the leftover. Yeah. Yep. All done with. There was no follow-up, and I think they're out of here. Yeah. All right. So, can we guide to Forlaw Hunters? And then we're gonna run some warbands. And thanks, sir. We will hope to see you and others on Casual Thursday. And have a good week.
Yep. Thanks, guys. See you later.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Take it easy.
James.
That's it for now. See you next week. Thanks for watching.